Welcome back to my channel. In today's explainer, we're going to tease apart the incredibly powerful difference between just having money and actually possessing a wealth-generating mindset. We're going to uncover the cognitive secrets, the mental wiring, really, that separates average thinkers from highly successful planners.
So let's dive right in and see exactly how transforming your daily thought patterns can systematically build real wealth and success. Because honestly, the results you see in someone's bank account, well, they're usually just the visible outcome of a completely invisible process, their mindset. Here's what we're covering today. First, the billionaire mindset shift itself. Second, mastering time and vision. Third, building a lifelong growth engine. Fourth, balancing logic, action, and risk. And finally, your daily mindset choices. Let's get to it. Part 1, the billionaire mindset shift. And the absolute foundational truth we need to start with is this. Before you can become rich in your bank account, you really have to become rich in your mindset first. You see, while the average mind tends to point fingers, blaming a lack of luck or maybe not coming from money, the billionaire mind takes absolute control. Highly successful people understand that it's almost never the initial resources that dictate success. It's the discipline and growth thinking you apply to whatever resources you do have. It's a total game changer. Moving into part 2, mastering time and vision. This is where we look at exactly how the billionaire brain manages time and maps out the years ahead. It's crazy, but most people are completely trapped in the present, always asking what they can get right now. Short-term thinking is driven by immediate pleasure, like buying the newest gadget or expensive clothes for that quick, temporary thrill. But a long-term thinker asks a totally different question. What will my actions today become in 5 or even 20 years? They'll take that exact same money and invest it in a skill, a book, or maybe a small business. You see, short-term thinking follows feelings, but long-term thinking follows a clear vision. And sure, applying discipline daily, like reading, learning a new language, or saving money, can honestly feel super slow, maybe even a bit boring at first. After just 1 year, the person who invested in their skills might not look all that impressive. But give it 5 years, a huge difference emerges. And over a decade, that compounding effect creates a completely unrecognizable life. It's exactly why legends like Warren Buffett spend up to 80% of their day just reading and thinking. Truly, great things are built slowly. So here is the absolutely crucial point. Discipline is not a punishment, not at all. Discipline is protection. It actively protects your long-term future from being completely derailed by your temporary emotional desires. Think of it as the ultimate shield that guards your biggest goals from the constant temptation of immediate comfort. And what are you protecting the most? Your time. Because lost money can always be replaced, but lost time? That's gone forever. Billionaires protect their hours fiercely. They view time as their most valuable investment. Think of it like a garden. If you let weeds grow, endless scrolling, complaining, meaningless distractions, they will literally consume your life. Highly successful people aggressively pull those weeds to protect their time. To make absolutely sure they aren't wasting a single second of that precious time, they use visualization as a mental map. They understand that great achievements are actually built twice. First, in the imagination, and then through serious hard work out in reality. By constantly seeing the person they want to become, they generate the deep belief and daily energy needed to take disciplined action. It's not magic. It's just incredibly effective mental preparation. All right, on to part 3, the lifelong growth engine. Because an insatiable appetite for learning is literally the ultimate competitive advantage in a fast-changing world. While your average person spends years passively consuming entertainment and just scrolling away their free time, highly successful people are knowledge consumers. They realize that compounding knowledge through books is essentially a massive life hack. I mean, think about it. Reading allows you to absorb someone else's 20 years of hard-earned experience and life lessons in just a few days. You are literally downloading their wisdom to make better decisions in your own life. How cool is that? The exact moment you assume you know enough, you start falling behind. Technology changes, industries shift, the whole world moves forward. But if you stay endlessly curious, you start treating every single setback as valuable data. You literally transform pain into progress. By learning continuously, you become a magnet for new opportunities. Simply put, the more you learn, the more you earn, and the more doors swing open for you. Which brings us to part 4, logic, action, and risk.
This is where we break down exactly how to decouple your actions from your raging emotions. Imagine a ship captain steering through a massive, terrifying storm. Fear is a completely natural emotion to feel in that moment. But if the captain actually lets that fear dictate how they steer, the ship crashes. This is exactly why billionaires pause. They feel the fear, they feel the frustration, sure, but they let logic guide their response instead of just reacting impulsively. They study the facts, they stay calm, and they execute a well-thought-out plan rather than giving into a panicked reaction. Because when that storm hits, your focus determines literally everything. Put two people in the exact same difficult situation. The first person sees nothing but limitations, a lack of money, giant walls, they just freeze up. But the second person, they automatically scan for possibilities. They ask, okay, what can I learn here? They see doors. It is no coincidence at all that legendary businesses like Airbnb and Uber were born right during the 2008 recession. Someone found a massive opportunity hiding quietly inside a massive problem. So in handling the unknown, highly successful folks don't take reckless, blind gambles fueled by impulse. No way. Instead, they follow a calculated risk process. They study the facts, acquire the necessary skills, map out a strategic plan, and only then do they step forward with courage. They prepare meticulously because they know a profound truth. Doing absolutely nothing and avoiding all risk, that is very often the most dangerous risk of all. And finally, part 5. Your daily mindset choices. How are you going to use what we've covered today to break out of stagnant routines starting right now? I want you to really take a hard look at your daily habits and ask yourself, what kind of seeds are you planting today? Because every single choice is a seed. Are you repeatedly choosing the short-term comfort that eventually grows into long-term regret? Or are you choosing the disciplined, sometimes super uncomfortable, hard work that inevitably blossoms into lifelong freedom? Make no mistake, your future self is entirely dependent on the seeds you choose to water right now. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Take a look at the absolute biggest obstacle in your life right now, the one causing you the most stress. Instead of letting it paralyze you, ask yourself, what massive opportunity is waiting to be built from it? What is this problem trying to teach you? Change your focus, change your mindset, and you just might change your whole life. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward. Catch you next time